If you're a nonprofit leader, you probably already know that there are a million things you can't control. The economy, funding priorities, donor preferences, that one staff member who thinks fashionably late is a cute personality trait. But there is one thing you can control, and it changes everything else. Back when I was an executive director, I tried to control it all. I even lost sleep and thought about details no one else cared about. I thought if I worked harder and slept less, I could force everything into place. Of course it didn't work. Instead, I was often frustrated, and maybe you've been there too. A funder pulls their support, instant panic. A volunteer drops the ball, simmering irritation. A staffer on a remote work day is caught skiing instead of working, and that might be unique to us since we're based in Denver. But today, I'm reminding you of the one thing you can control to help you lead with more ease, acceptance, and peace. Welcome to Nonprofit CEO Spark, the podcast for bold leaders ready to navigate growth and change with courage and confidence. I'm Marcia Beckner, nonprofit founder, CEO mentor, and culture strategist with nearly 20 years in the social impact world. Since 2020, I've been coaching and mentoring nonprofit leaders like you to stop doing it all, lead strategically, and unify your teams around an inclusive work culture where everyone thrives. If you're ready to reignite your leadership without sacrificing your well-being, hit subscribe and let's spark your next chapter together. Here's the million-dollar question. Why can't people just act the way we want them to? Here's the mindset shift that could have saved me years of stress. The mindset shift: we cannot control other people. We can only control ourselves. And that's it. It's the game changer. We all know this, but if you're like me, you need a friendly reminder once in a while. I recently heard this shift put into words by Mel Robbins, you know her, the self-help guru, and in her new book called The Let Them Theory, the premise is simple. The volunteer who doesn't show up, let them. Your adult kids who don't act how you want them to, let them. Your team member who has a habit that drives you nuts, let them. Let them doesn't mean ignoring bad behavior. It means that you stop wasting energy trying to micromanage what's truly out of your control, and you enforce clear boundaries for what is. You can influence, not control, the behaviors of others. Now, let me tell you about this staff issue I ran into as an ED a few years back. I had this team member who, let's just say, got creative with our remote Friday policy. For most people, remote Friday means working from home. But for him, it meant carving fresh powder at Copper Mountain, the ski slopes just outside of Denver. And here's the kicker. We didn't just suspect it, we had proof. He posted a photo on social media. Now, in that moment, we had two choices. Number one, we could try and lecture him into better behavior. Or number two, we could respond like a leader who knows that culture is shaped by what you tolerate. We chose option two. He came to work on Monday to a fresh performance improvement plan on his desk with crystal clear expectations for the future and a little extra remote monitoring going forward. Now, I let go of the reins because whether he met those expectations or not was his decision. And that's the thing about leadership. While you can't control every move your team makes, you can control the standards you enforce. You get the culture you tolerate. Most of our daily frustration comes down to other people, how they act or don't, how they react or don't, and what they think of us, how they judge us. It's exhausting, right? Trying to control the attitudes or behaviors of others is a losing game. But the moment I stopped trying to make other people change and focused instead on my attitude and mindset, my boundaries and expectations, and my leadership presence, everything got lighter. I stopped carrying so much stress and emotional weight, and ironically, people became more responsive. So, what happened to our ski-loving staff member, you ask? Well, you'll be happy to know that he chose paychecks over powder days and he stopped taking our perks for a downhill ride. Here's the one spark plug shift you can make this week. Put a little sticky note on your computer with a friendly reminder to yourself, I can only control myself. In nonprofit leadership, fires pop up daily. An upset donor email, a last-minute funder request, or a staff conflict that hits your inbox at 4:59 p.m. But here's your permission slip. Let them. Before you jump into fix-it mode, take a deliberate pause. That moment of breathing space keeps you out of knee-jerk reaction mode and helps you respond with clarity, not just urgency. It's the difference between making a thoughtful next step move that serves your mission and sending a rush reply you'll end up spending the next week cleaning up. So back to Mel Robbins' let them theory, your job is to draw a clear line in the sand about what you will and won't tolerate, and then let people reveal who they are. When you do this, you will feel more ease, acceptance, and peace. Always remember, you are meant for great things, and you don't have to burn out to prove it. I'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening today. If you've ever thought, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, please know you're not alone, and you don't have to keep pushing through it alone either. Learn more about how I mentor and coach nonprofit CEOs and executive directors on my website at www.culturecares.com. If you're getting value from this podcast, please share it with other leaders like you. Always remember, you are meant for great things and you don't have to burn out to prove it. Until next time, keep leading with